Chapter 3: The Sage of the Stars.
Alright, let's see how lucky we got. So there's 2 picture opportunities that we got here. Let's see how annoying they are. So we should probably switch to Donnie, since Donnie does give us more value for this part. Okay, so we need this guy to run at us. Or just casually, slowly walk over. Did get the picture, no? I don't really care about taking him out. We need the mask if we want to get the key item. Okay, this could be really painful, so we'll see how lucky we got. Dude, first try, let's go. I have to like double check, there's no way, but I heard it. Yeah, that's definitely a picture. Yeah, this enemy's pretty annoying since he has a shield, but we'll see. I think for this section we need to get a piece of ham or something, so as we got the pictures out of the way, which I'm pretty happy. So for chapter 3, I don't think we really need that much money. Of course, we still need money to buy most of the shopping ingredients, which, you know, that's always a thing, but come on, man. Yeah, this one's a little bit annoying since you have to wait for him to like turn. No? You're just gonna... Okay. I mean, that's money. But like I said before, it's always better to get crystals for money. Everything else is kind of just subpar. Weapons kind of give you a little bit of money, but not much compared to the other one. Still nothing. Oh well. On the geostone, but now we need the key item. Ah, come on. Don't do this to me. let's see if we can find... Gotta make sure that they're not at the dead end. Might be here, actually. No way. Have I not gotten it, or did I just not make... Did I just not notice? Getting really unlucky. Like I said, the longer it takes us to find the said piece item, it's not terrible. It just means we're time. You gonna turn around there, Chief, or are you gonna just stare at me? Alright. No way. Thank you. Still not it. Okay, so I guess we're just gonna get really unlucky. Sweet, sweet. Might as well just feed my fish now. Alright, one more. Nothing here. Bread. I could also just sell off all the bread that I bought too. I mean, probably will, but for now. Very unlucky. Did that just turn like slightly? There we go, we got it. Took a minute. Well, that's fine though, because I technically still need to go back to the train to get Danu. I guess it's probably better just to start off from the station. See what we got here. Anything new? We can get the roller foot. It's technically a little bit faster, but it's not really necessary. Yeah, okay, it's definitely better to go to the other one. This one, I have to walk too far between each other. Yeah, definitely better the other area. Wait, what? Oh, there they are. About to say. Yeah, the way that they're set up in this spot is really annoying. Much rather just do it from the forest. See, Donnie. But yeah, Donnie basically just lets you open up treasure chests and lock doors for free, which is nice. Which we're gonna go ahead and use them for that. So if we get really lucky, hopefully, we might actually open up a chest that may have a good metal that can help me for later in the game. Other than that though, about it really.
Lynn really seemed to be suffering.
Also, I can also make something really quick right now. Let's see.
Yeah, it works!
Not gonna use it, but you know. So for this one, we're looking for elephants. Alright, 3 is pretty good for money. See if he lets me. Nah, he's too close. I forgot that they charge you in like that. Man, there's like no enemies in this place. The geostone's over there. There's the elephant. Now we're just missing the elephant. Dude. hate when this happens. Again, not really a point in killing these guys. You get way too much experience later on in the later dungeons. You pretty much skip most of the enemies and get so much more. But whatever. Getting really unlucky with these drops. Or with this lineup, better said. Enemies are in the most annoying spots. Come on. This is the only time, by the way, that enemies have this kind of like annoying stuff going for us. After that, or after this, we're pretty much fine. We can take on almost any enemy, since we will pierce right through most of their attacks. Or most of the defenses, but a better said. But at least we got what we wanted. So. Okay, let's see if this one goes well. There's 2 photo shoots here. Okay, let's see if we can get this picture. Hello? Okay. That was kind of a weird delay on his part. Okay, we got it. Okay. So we just need to find the statues for the item, and we need to find a giant golem. Take that one. That's not it. Huh? Okay, that was awkward. There we go. There we're good. Yeah, basically we needed to get a picture of him doing a little arm thing when he was gonna crash down. Jesus Christ. Okay then. They kept chasing. Only thing now I need is, well, I need the geostone and about just the geostone really, and the meat. A pair of rocks. Well, we know what the crystal is, or the geostone, I mean. Need to find our good old dog statue. Hopefully this dog has it. It'd be really awkward if it doesn't. You have it? You do. Nice. Alright, we can leave. Let's take a detour just to get this real quick. Let me also do this while I'm at it. Okay, so that one's ready. Need to go buy more bait. That is completely worthless. I've gotten 2 chests that are empty so far, and I've gotten 0 clowns. That's rough. That's really rough. Let me do this real quick. This game, It's a randomly generated dungeon game. About it, pretty much. I'm gonna try to see if I can. I doubt I can make my shopping list now, but I will try. Yeah, there's a few things that are permanently missable. Mostly has to be the picture taking. There's a lot of sequences where one thing will show up for like one encounter and then it will literally just be gone forever. You know, standard old school games kind of thing. You do gotta be a little bit aware. $3,000, but it's not enough for what I'm needing. Well, can wait for a little bit later. I'll have to start doing the shopping list now. But yeah, the main thing that's pretty much missable is the picture taking, and then one of the bigger ones, and this is something that is pretty much you just need to know. Either you play the game before or you read up on it beforehand. Pretty much right before the final chapter, or the semi-final chapter, you need to complete everything in that dungeon prior to moving on, because if you move on, that dungeon gets deleted from the game, basically. So yeah. So you need to have also prior knowledge of that. But, I mean, yeah. It is what it is. I mean, before even going to Resident Evil, there's still a couple of games. Resident Evil is literally in the middle of February, is it not? We have Code Vein 2, Dragon Quest, Neo 3. After that, I don't know. I think that that's like a dead zone, maybe. Not entirely sure. Because, well, let me. Need to make sure that it's not one of these. No, it's not. Okay, good. I don't know. Like I said before, after Neo 3, which happens early February. I think that's it. That's the one game that's gonna hold us up until Resident Evil, no? Okay, this should give me the meat. Or not? Wait a minute. I've killed 4 of them, no? I think the game might have bugged out. Either I'm wrong in my count, or it's not correct. Okay, so we gotta kill everything. Well, one of those rare moments, but I guess it's fine. So, I'm not sure if it's my imagination, but there are moments where the item that the enemy is supposed to have doesn't spawn in, and you just have to force the game to clear it. Although there is one little area over there that maybe I'm wrong. I don't have it. I'm just gonna kill them just in case, so we can get this potentially. I'm pretty sure I checked and they were not the enemies, so not a big deal. Like I said before, technically we got a bit of pocket change. Wait, what? Or maybe it was my mistake? Wait, is it the wind or thunder that has it? I think? Ah. My bad. I, for some reason, thought it was the wind, not the thunder. Whatever. Okay, this might be a little bit annoying, but we might get lucky. So we'll see if we have enough. So we're gonna have to do this specific one twice. Actually, maybe I won't. I could use the explosives and try to get lucky, but it's kind of really bad. What we could do is, with the extra cash that we have on hand, we could go and buy ourselves an item to help us completely ignore the gimmick of the whole stage. Which I think I might do. Let's see. I don't want to sell anything that could be particularly helpful. But you know how it is. Yeah, it sells for 1,500, but this will save us a little bit of headaches. Also. Because I'm gonna do this, I might as well sell these. I'll sell 7. Right. Yeah, it will save us a bit of headache. So originally, what you could do is with those same explosives, you can go and start taking out the enemies, which are going to be elephants in that stage, but there's a lot of them. Like, decently so. And I think they take like maybe 2 explosives to kill, or maybe 1. Regardless, they could screw you over. But like I said before, we do need the explosives for the boss fight for this chapter if we want to sequence break it. So, for general safety. Oh, Donnie's on the other one. Whoops. Whatever. I think we're pretty much fine. Yeah, like this stage has like over 12 or it definitely has more than 10. Okay, maybe way more than 5 for sure. But it's just elephants. Hence the name of the stage. Alright. And now we don't have to care anymore. I do kind of lose a bit of money on that, but that's fine. It kind of makes up for it if I get really, because if I get really unlucky, I just have to make more of those explosives. But yeah. The right pod fuel definitely does sell for a little bit more, so not a bad trade. Nope, still not lucky. Like right there, I would have wasted. Actually, the first group, I could have maybe gotten a double kill there, but yeah, would have wasted already like 2 or 3. Nothing. Oh well. But yeah, after the whole Resident Evil thing comes out, I don't know if there's gonna be anything else for February. I think there's one game in March, but other than that, that's about it. I think March is the next considered drought month, or that's where the next drought starts. Maybe. Because there's nothing here. So potentially once March or April starts coming around the corner, we'll probably end up doing like another mini marathon or something. Maybe do like a Yakuza-thon. Depending on how long the drought is. I don't know. So we got the meat. And now we just need to get the Geostone. Let me guess. And this is the one side that I have to go to. I have to go to the sun. Well, well, well. Looks like I'm gonna be backtracking. And there's the geostone. A little bit late for the magic crystal, I'm not gonna lie, but hey. I guess. So yeah, if I did end up going through this, it would have been really bad. Because I have to go through this stage twice. And like I said, I could get lucky with the explosives and get 1 or like 3 wasted. But I have to do this stage again so I can go through the other area. So I have to waste like double. Oh my god.
Which shall it be?
Red, please? I mean, I know this sounds kind of dumb, but I mean, that's kind of worth. Okay, so next time I need to pick, red next time. More times. So there's like a popular theory about the clown. Supposedly the clown, whenever it spawns into the chest, supposedly the good rewards always alternate. But there's been also some people that said that it's not. It doesn't alternate, but you know. We'll see if it's somewhat true or not. But the weapon that he was giving me was not really worth it. Like I said, weapons don't matter. Although no, actually, I think I got more money value out of getting that one other item. The earth. Okay, well, I guess I'll just leave. It's a waste of time. Once we get into chapter 5, the game gets really quick. I guarantee it. The reason why chapter 5 gets really fast, it's because, well, first of all, chapter 4 is probably the it's the easiest and the shortest chapter when it comes down to it. And I also like chapter 4 a lot. It's really nice. But besides that, chapter 5, once you start going into chapter 5, you can do something in chapter 4, or, well, you can do something that will give you a benefit for chapter 5 and onward, which basically shows you where everything is on the map. It shows you where the enemy that has the item that you're looking for on the map constantly. So no longer do I have to go around killing the enemy that I think has it. That makes things faster. And also, that's the time when we start getting better movement for our tripod. gotta be kidding me. So yeah, the end of chapter 4, the beginning of chapter 5, the game really starts going really fast, thankfully. The only thing that you gotta be very careful though during that time is that you can potentially, well, what? I've never seen that before in my life. Well, we have the crystal. We got the geostone already, but we need to find the other elephants potentially. If we can find them. Classic. Getting a lot of paints. No, I don't really need paint. I'm gonna be honest. I don't need paint. You gotta be kidding me. Wow. Okay. You have it, right? Okay, it has to be you. You have to have it. There we go. Well, I guess it's not that big of a deal. It was the last enemy right in front of the exit, so eventually I had to come through it. Little dragon. Okay. Let's go recover our stuff and also deal with the other thing. I do have time on quick, no? Need to make sure. By the way, the explosives, they're not really super important. Well, they're helpful for now, but they will lose their... Well, they technically won't lose their thing, but for just like, to go quick. Yeah. We'll eventually just stop doing the thing. So, like I said before, the only reason why the explosives are helpful right now is because with any kind of mission that requires Monica, we can use her for, you know, for that. She technically does eventually. She doesn't need it later because we can just use the scrolls that we originally used for the elephant mission to, you know, make things easier. But I do need it for the boss. Because she has to fight the main boss. Alright, we're looking for fire. Okay, the geostone's right in front of us. Very nice. Not gonna complain about that. Alright. Now we need the fire. Okay, we got it immediately. So last time it was yellow, so this time I'm gonna pick red. Alright, so that turned out to be a lie. Immediate check on that. Alright, so that means the next time it will be red, right? We got yellow back to back. So, not a good sign on that thing, but... Okay, we got it immediately. Nice. Again, it's not a big deal if I did get the sword or not. I would potentially end up just selling it. So you can still get some really good stuff though. Like you could potentially get a medal, which would be really nice. Let me double check something too. Do you want to keep the stones? Stones are very important to keep, but the stones are very important to keep, and this is the part that's like a little bit just general knowledge. Later on, there's going to be situations where we're going to have to use items only to kill all the enemies in the dungeon for a medal. There are a lot of items that I can personally make or buy, but the stones, specifically, the elemental stones are very, very helpful. And because they're so helpful, they're pretty much like extra ammo. It's always very nice to have all the ammo that you can have for those kind of item only challenges, because if you run out of items, it really does suck. I also need to kill all the wind element ones, because there's also another thing that we need to do, which I'll do probably later, which is we need to capture monsters. And by capturing a monster, normally what it means is you're supposed to throw an item or a gift capsule, and the gift capsule in of itself has to have specific items for the monster that you're throwing it at. And one of them is wind crystals, or was it wind gems? Or wind stones, I mean. These guys drop it. That's the reason why I'm kind of like going crazy on them. But it's specifically the one that I need is wind. So if at any point I need those kind of stones, I'm probably going to come back to this one stage in particular, just so I can farm it. That's how important they are, or how useful this one stage is. Come on. The buffer input. And then this matter, but I'll go in here. It's almost time for the good
Anything
old
here?
Gulf.
No.
But it feels like something should be here.
Okay. So pretty much the game wants us to go backwards. Actually, wait, I forget. Does the seal does go through again, huh? It does. Damn it. Okay, well, I guess I'll show off how this looks normally. I kind of forgot that the seal doesn't go away fully unless you complete the stage. So yeah, whatever, it's fine. Okay, not bad. Kinda got lucky. We only wasted 3. Huge. Like I said before, the chapter boss for this area, I think at minimum, I just need 8 to fully lock out the boss and kill it. So, we have more than enough to really do whatever. Just need to go to the other area. Power crystals normally are kind of bad for like money wise, because you always get only 1 power crystal. It never gives you more than 1. Getting the elemental ones are way better for money. Well, kind of need a map. Okay, that is completely worthless to me. Getting a lot of rocks, and to be fair, I think that's good. I do need a couple of rocks. Alright. Not bad. That one went really well since we didn't have to get any unlucky stuff happening. Alright, let's move on. Alright, so here we just need to pretty much take out elephants again. Also check on my fish. Pretty sure you're ready to move, right? Or Alright. And back to what we were doing. And mimic. Alright, almost got hit. Okay, the geostone's right next to us, and the elephant might be the one that we need. I don't think it was. Oh, it was. Nice. Alright, first try. Huge. Like I said before, whenever we end up getting these kind of floors where we just straight up one-shot it, it's good for time, but it's also a little bit questionable because we might not have enough money for buying materials. So there's always that kind of lingering issue overhead. But like I said, as long as you consistently just pick up any of the treasure chests along the way. Okay, well, Jesus, man, what is up with paint right now? I'm getting all the paint. It would be nice if I got, like, metal scraps or something, not paint. Okay. Guess it's all mimics, huh? Okay, this one we need fire. Fire dragons. This stage is really small. Wait, never mind. I said that. I didn't see like the other half of it. There's a few chests here, so I'll just take them out. Magic crystal will be helpful. Banana. Yes. The amount of times I just want to like put this on record. The amount of times I've opened those chests and I've gotten an empty chest is insane lucky. Like it's actually really, really lucky. Like I said, I'm probably just gonna sell it. I'm not gonna use it or anything like that, but How many days has it been already? 14 days, okay. Only reason why I'm looking at the day count is there's this weird thing the game does, and I'm not sure if it's consistent, but I feel like it is. Pretty much the problem that happens is that once we get to chapter 4, did I get the item? I did. Once we get to chapter 4, there's going to be something called like a fishing contest and a Finny Frenzy. For whatever reason, it's a little bit weird how it reacts to you when it comes down to the dates that you end up getting into the area. And the way that it works, supposedly, when you enter a specific dungeon in chapter 4, it gives you a cutscene. The cutscene shows you that the fishing contest or whatever started, right? The problem is that if you're on an odd day, it kind of like screws up the game. Because supposedly the game runs on an internal timer, which is the day cycle. If you're on day like 20 and it happens, you're fine. But if you're like a day before or after, it kind of messes a lot of things up, which is not fun when it happens. So that's the reason why I'm a little bit hesitant, but that's why I have it on fast, because I wanted to like at least get past day 20. Before I make it to chapter 4. So we'll see. Anyways, we need to kill Thunder in this area. But like I said before, any of the dragons that we see, I'm just going to take them out on sight because they are helpful for getting their items. Only 2, that's kind of whatever. More paint. Wow. Great. It is so much paint that I'm getting. Nice. Got what we wanted. Huge. Now I just need to find the geostone. Just to check that corner. Come on, man. I'm still pretty hesitant on the idea that we might not have enough money to do the shopping list for this chapter, but it's not as bad as chapter 1. Okay, getting logs, that's not bad. That's actually pretty good. Just double check to see if there's any. Pretty sure there's not, but yeah, there's not. Getting a lot of rocks. A lot of rocks. Can't really say if it's actually that helpful, but... Did I... Dude. Did I pick up the geostone? Like, I'm kind of like now questioning myself. That's right, it's at the end. Alright, well, you know what? That's fine. Whatever. I'm gonna leave really quick to save and heal. This next area has a picture that we gotta take for an enemy. Can I get a picture of the... Where's the sun here? I know the sun shows from that one side at the beginning town, but not 100% sure here. Let me do a quick little shop here. That's fine. We have a decent amount of money, which is really nice. I'm gonna go here to see if I can get the picture of the morning sun really fast. No way I get blocked by that. There we go. Nice. Okay, so we got the picture of the evening sun and then the morning sun. Very cool, very cool. Don't have to worry about that anymore. Go get ourselves our supply. I misclicked. Alright. I do have the Ripod fuel, which honestly, it's not that bad to have a few on hand, but we are making decent amount. Right. Everything's pretty nice. I'm gonna go to the station really quick so we can make a little safety save before we go and start taking this picture. I don't think this next one's that difficult, but I don't want to have some freak accident. Did I? I'm pretty sure I did. Yeah, I did. Alright, let's see if I can get a picture of this guy really quick. Alright, cool. So yeah, if you're wondering what the photo op for that was, it's basically its idle animation. When it's idling, it does the little massage. Alright, well we got it on the first try, cool. Alright, we need to find another enemy, a giant rock basically, and we need to take a picture of it while it's rolling. Pretty straightforward. Whatever, I'll take you out. Never mind. So, anyways. Ah, right there. Okay, this might be a little bit tricky, but there is an easy way of doing this. Alright, that's it. How'd you bruise your... How'd you bruise it? Did you hit it with a hammer or something? Caught between a door? That's... That's different. Kind of weird that it's actually being released not at midnight, especially if it's just a... Alright, 2 minutes, sure. Especially since that game already came out, but... Whatever. Alright, let's go ahead and leave. There's nothing else to do here. I got the 2 pictures that we needed. At least I'm pretty sure we got the 2 pictures, did we? We did. I don't even know why I'm walking that way when I don't need anything else to just leave. Well, that doesn't sound like a good idea, just saying. You're gonna play a button masher while you have a bruised finger? Does not sound like a great time. I mean, yeah. All right. Gotta take out a dragon. I mean, that's why the episode's called Dragon Slayer. But so far, in terms of like really good RNG, we haven't really gotten anything super crazy. The fact that I mentioned RNG and I instantly got the empty chest again is something, alright, I'll tell you that. Seems like the game is messing with me. Alright, we gotta take a picture of this bastard. Come on. Alright, we're good. Alright, we can go. Got the picture and got the thing, so huge. Now we just gotta leave. I guess I can pass over and get a little quick heal. Why not? Do you think I'm gonna enjoy playing the new Resident Evil game, or do you think I'm gonna be too scared? Because last year you guys got Silent Hill F, and that game was... God, that game was stressful. I wanted to finish that game all in one go, and I remember almost near the end of that whole thing, there was like... What was it? I think it was like an internet issue, like in the whole block, that just completely stopped me, which was awful. I had to wait like another 3 hours knowing that I had to go back and finish it. So bad. Yeah, I saw a little bit of the actual trailer. I won't lie, Leon's section looks really fun, but I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but is Grace only in first person? Because in the trailer it showed Leon as third person and then Grace was first person. Oh, really? Oh, okay, sick. That's not that bad. I'd rather do third person with Grace, 100%. The more I can see around my body, the better. First person, I definitely would get... I would get jump scared. Okay, I think we're good to go from here. Let's go ahead and set things up. Well, I'll be honest, I'm not really sure what's the whole fascination of first person or third person when it comes down to the RE games. But both have a place. One's more immersive, or at least one I definitely will get scared if I were playing a bit more than the other. But yeah, I'm worried about the Grace side. Because with Leon, I'll definitely have fun playing it. I'll have a lot of fun just upgrading my character, doing the whole inventory management, the works. But yeah, no, I'm not sure about Grace's side. If anything, I'll probably be the first person to start speedrunning Grace. Just so I don't have to deal with things. More than likely. Nah, I don't want to do a playthrough of... I mean, I know for a fact Resident Evil does have multiple playthroughs, which is the really nice part about it. I will say this, if they do end up doing like the same thing they did with RE4 Remake, where they gave you like a challenge list, and in the challenge you have to do specific things for each playthrough, it would be kind of cool if you had to do one whole playthrough as first person and then third person. That would not be that bad. That would be kind of cool. But if there is no challenge like that, I'm not doing that. I'm doing it third person, all right? You can't stop me. I'm gonna keep the wind crystals in case I need it for the thing, but I don't think there's anything else I can sell besides this, which I'm gonna hold on to for safety. I have a lot of money. I have a lot of money. I don't even need to buy rocks. I've gotten so many rocks just from like... God. I need a lot of metal. That should be enough. Let's see. Earth, I have a lot of earth. Water, I need a lot of water. Fire. Oh, you know what? Let's go and recruit this one dude really quick. The thing is, though, do you think I'll handle the game well? Genuinely, like, do you think? Because I know for the Leon side, I'll definitely have fun, because I mean, I always did like those kind of like moments with like Evil Within and stuff, but the Grace one, I'm not sure. Because, I mean, the last time we did RE was like Village, and the thing of Village technically only had that one section at the beginning with the giant lady that she would walk around and like hunt you down. I didn't really find that part that scary, but then again, the monster didn't look that scary. This one looks kind of messed up. So I definitely am not going to be as chill with it. You hope that I do well, or you hope that I don't do well? Wasn't there a thing about it too where one of the trailers said that the big thing can like go into a safe zone? God. Or no, it can't go in the safe zone. It can walk in, but then it does the animation of it like being hurt, I think it was. Something like that. need to buy paint. I have so much blue, Jesus. All right, we're good. I think I have everything, but I could be wrong. Only one way to find out if I have to redo my shopping list. I know for a fact I will have a lot of fun. Well, I say that, but definitely I'm going to enjoy the game more than Silent Hill. Silent Hill F, there is potential for multiple playthroughs, but man, it's just, there are so many sections of that game that I just did not want to go through again. Too tense. Too tense. All right, cool. We did not have to do any extra buying. Very nice. Actually, wait, no, I did forget one thing. Probably, well. Doesn't have to be perfect, but I'm just now being a little bit more. Not done yet. Not gonna lie, I kind of hate the fact that it's like not the right way. Actually, I guess it is technically in the right way because you're supposed to be standing in the back. Take your order. Whatever. Well, there's anything else particularly? It's just those three. Well, I mean, it depends, because the thing is, like for example, Resident Evil is pretty quick. Like, that's the thing. It's genuinely a quick game. Like, once you know where you gotta go and what puzzles to solve, it's genuinely a quick game. It's always been a quick game. I'm just making sure there's not anything in particular that matters here. I don't think there is, but I'm being extra careful. I'm pretty sure these don't count as O's, whatever. So we're almost done with this chapter, by the way. Only need to do a little bit of extra floors and then the boss fight. Really don't know where all the items here are. I'm gonna be a little bit thorough, but again, it's not that big of a deal. I don't really need max health and all that to do what needs to be done, but it might as well be nice about it. Mostly everything. Alright, so you know how I made so many different inventions so far? Well, now we're actually gonna make something genuine. Cool. These are pretty good.
Yeah,
I don't know if I can make them right now, but I need a bit of gunpowder. That's fine. But yeah, like I was saying beforehand, I don't mind replaying Resident Evil games. I actually genuinely had a lot of fun doing Resident Evil Village. To be fair, I had a lot of fun, even if it had that one section with, I guess, the baby, which was kind of whatever, honestly. Like, Village had no real situations where I didn't like the levels. Everything was pretty good. I had a lot of fun with them. There was never a moment where I said to myself, man, I really don't want to get past this one boss. It's too much of a pain, or something like that. And playing on Village of Shadows, or whatever the difficulty, it wasn't terrible. I remember when that game first came out and people pre-ordered it and people were complaining about how difficult it is because they were playing on Village of Shadows. That was pretty fun. People kept gaslighting themselves, thinking that, yeah, no, you're definitely supposed to play it on this difficulty if it's available on pre-order. I think that's mostly everything right now. Seems like it. So you have 64, I have 56. I definitely still want more. I think now maybe I can go and get that golf club. We'll see. I'm actually kind of having a bit of trouble remembering the trigger for this next part, but I think it's this. I remember it's getting the medicine. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Time to have fun in our good old-fashioned speeda.
Okay, you hit the make a good, but there's when you hit when this, so if you're we call you can bump if you don't. In my era, some people with the world, but I guess people that's about.
All right. So pretty much, core gimmick of the game is that you're supposed to hit the ball.
But there's when you hit
wait, oh my god.
So if you're we call it You can bump if you don't.
So yeah, basically you need to make the colors opposite before they go in. If they're not opposite, it doesn't do anything.
In my some people with
In
the
order
world,
for them
but
to
I
go
guess
opposite,
people-
they just
that's
have to
about-
bump.
Okay, you can try it now.
God. Alright. Alright. But it's gonna get a little... I'm gonna have to get used to it. Holy God. Oh God. I got 2 shots. Yeah. I gotta get used to the strength on this. I fear that I might need to clean up my skills. Is what I would say if I was doing bad, but no, we're doing alright. So yeah. That giveaway. Ooh. Nice. Calculated. Completely calculated.
Alright, I did it!
Oh, my babies.
It doesn't really matter if you by the way, it doesn't really matter if you use the stick or the other thing. They both have no difference. You can use it as a weapon, by the way. But I'm gonna use this because... good luck, I guess. Do you think it's true that the monster actually does that? I mean, I feel like if it is true, that's kind of insane because I probably... oh, whatever, I was thinking. I mean, if you're gonna camp the monster in the safe room, I guess it's okay for the game to do that, but pretty sure the safe room is really small. I feel like that would get you killed.
Wow!
Oh no, we'll see. I'm genuinely, if I actually am so stressed out or just so, I don't know, scared, I might actually legitimately figure out a way to speedrun the side of Grace's story just so I don't have to deal with it. I'll probably try my best to just push as hard as I can. See if you could just outrun things. I'm pretty sure you can't. Like, surely they probably made ways to make sure that even if you outran the enemies, there would be like a roadblock that you would have to do something, but... no.
Woo! How did it go?
at this point, should be fine. Oh yeah, I need to make the machine gun, right? I forgot about my fish. Oh god. Good thing the fish can't die in this game. Ready to go for that. I didn't mean to exit. I looked into the other tank before moving it. Nice, nice. Why is it so quiet in the game all of a sudden? That was a little bit eerie. Need 9 gunpowder. I'm pretty well. I don't know if you sell it, but all right. And we should be good. I went the wrong place. Right, I have to go to the future real quick. Right. I think anyways. Oh yeah, and I also need to go. I need to go talk to the one lady for this Spheda thing. Not really that important to do now, specifically, since I'm not going to be playing Speeda anytime soon. But it's still for safety. I'll explain. Actually, I could explain now. There's not going to be anything going on. So the reason why I need to go talk to this lady is because for her request specifically, she wants, or well, you need to cure her sickness, which to cure her sickness, you pretty much have to win like 10 matches of Speeda. If you never talk to her and you end up doing that ahead of time, you lock yourself out of recruiting her, because there's no way to play Speeda anymore, since once you clear the portal or whatever, nothing else can spawn because you cleared it. So that's one of those scenarios where if you just so happen to talk to that woman at the very end and you just have done everything else, you pretty much somewhat soft lock yourself. It would be cool if she did all of a sudden go like, yeah, I feel better because you already did it, but he doesn't do that. She straight up just, yeah, it's a bit annoying. So we got the hourglass, which we needed for the setup for the boss. Double checking everything because I don't want to, again, miss anything, but I could have sworn that was a box with that shadow. Alright, whatever. Nah, we should be fine. Alright, time to do one of the bosses of this area. Also, whoop. I don't mean to do that. Just in case, because I'm not sure. I need to take a picture of laundry, but I can get the laundry picture later. I actually don't know where I can get a picture of laundry specifically. I think I can make it, but I need sturdy cloth. Alright, I'll keep that in mind. I might be able to get it through the place. Time for a boss fight. This one's very deceptive, and a lot of people, when they get to this part, can potentially ruin their whole playthrough. You'll see why in a second. So as soon as you start this boss is very special. You need to take a picture of it. If you kill it, it's over. Got a picture. And now it's dead. So yeah. If you were to kill it too quickly, good luck. It's one of those missables. Yeah, it's pretty messed up. Not the most enjoyable situations, I'll tell you that. We'll make a safety save since we managed to get past that one part. All right. For this one, we need to kill the wind element dragon. Okay, well. Actually, no, not the wind element. Like, wind element as in this thing, not the dragon. Ow. But yeah, these guns are really nice. The only thing that's a little bit annoying about them, if you notice, is that they don't actually have, like, perfect lock-on. See? So, the way that they work is that the lower you are to the ground, the better. Because it just shoots kind of like straight. But that it does have that one negative, but it's very good. Okay. So we got the Geostone. The only thing that we're missing right now is the key item, so. Not sure that. Gee, that actually scared me. All right, we picked red
Which shall it be?
2 times.
Very good. Here
Honestly, I can't even say if that's good or not. I mean, not really, but I mean, it's decent. And we haven't gotten any good luck on the clown. All right. Four, nice. Nothing here. It's kind of a shame too, because the clown can actually give you some pretty cool stuff, but so far it's been giving us nothing really. Too close. Nope. Well, it seems like we haven't gotten it yet. No, not gotten it yet. Unfortunate. Very unfortunate. I don't know why, but I'm thinking that it might be a little bit bugged. I'm just gonna kill all the enemies that are coming up to me, just in case, but probably fine. Still have a bit of map left. Although there's only 2 more enemies I have not seen. 3 actually, never mind. We'll see if one of them is the Twister. Okay. There we go. Okay, that does have it. A little bit worried there, but it's fine. Alright, this one we need the dragon. We'll see if we can find it quickly. Alright, clown. I'll hit you with the red one again.
Which shall it be? Very good.
Okay.
Here you are.
I'm just saying this right now. We have consistently hit red, and it's been consistently yellow. I know that there's this whole thing where it alternates, but it has not alternated once. Oh nice, we got it on the first try. Very nice. Alright, well now... Perfect. Okay, now all I need is the geostone. So we can go ahead and just run through everything. What are the odds of having 2 repair powders lit just back to back like that? Wait. No way I have to go all the way to the beginning just to get this, right? I think I am. I think I have to. Well. That's fine. that? That was weird. Let's do a quick quit, get some repairs. Alright, so we got the fishing contest here.
So you decided to hold a fishing tournament.
Yeah. So we are going to go into the fishing contest area so we can get a few pictures. Today is at 18. Okay, I think we're making good headway. I need to find the holy dragons for this part. Those are ones we... Oop. Alright, first try, not bad. Now we just need to find the geostone. Not a bad pickup. I'm always gonna need a bit of materials. That's cool. Well. Oh! Uh-oh. Haha. That was a little bit scary. So, am I seeing this correctly, or am I wrong? There's no geostone here? What? Huh? What? Wait a minute. Should be able to see it pretty easily, unless it's like being overlapped. Or it's just all the way across the map, sure. Get out of here. Alright, so let's go to the fishing contest really quick because we need to get a few pictures there. We don't really need to enter, but it is kind of important to go and get those pictures. So the fishing contest and all that, it goes in tens, I think, or whatever. We're on day 18, but they cycle between each other. Make sure I get everything. I don't think there's anything else here that matters, I know. It's all pretty much inside. Okay. Trying to make sure there's nothing else. I think we have everything. I'm just making extra sure because if we end up not needing, or if we need something here, we're gonna have to like go back and, you know, get the pictures, but everything else should be fine. Since we're already here, let's go into the city hall so we can talk to the lady. Okay, maybe... Maybe I have to... Okay, maybe it's later. That's fine, like I said. I'm not planning on doing any of the actual golfing stuff until, like, pretty much once we hit, like, the semi-finale chapter. Wasn't there something that I wanted to make? Wait. No. I'm imagining when I was trying to make the machine gun. Alright, gotta take out a dragon here. Let's see how long it takes. Alright, we get it on the first try. Huge. And we get the crystal immediately so we can see where the geostone is. Very nice. Kind of worry about these guys paralyzing me, so I'm just gonna take them out just in case. Very nice, very nice. Alright. So we're pretty much getting to the very end of this chapter. We'll see how well the sequence skip goes for the boss fight. There is one somewhat downside of doing the sequence skip on the boss. And that's the fact that there is a photo shoot that you can do during the second part of the fight. Whatever. And if you specifically end up doing too much damage and you skip the whole sequence of the boss fight, you won't be able to take a picture of that said thing. But the good news is that same picture is also available in the next following chapter, so it's not that bad. And besides, the boss is kind of annoying, so I'd much rather just potentially sequence skip him than do the fight all the way through. Should be ready now. Yes. Right now it's at 35 boost, 46 stamina, and endurance is a little bit low, but it's fine. We'll get it up there. All right. Here comes the moment of truth. Let's see if I can hit the setup. So, how this is gonna work. Pretty much, there is a potential setup to make it a little bit simpler. You could potentially throw the bomb immediately, and if you catch him, that's cool, but we'll see if I can do it. I'll do it the safe way. See if I can get this. So pretty much, as soon as the boss does a 2-hit attack on you, it'll stand still. Okay, I tried it. Okay, that's fine. There we go. So that's it. No! I messed up. I didn't press fast enough. Well, whatever. So pretty much here, if you would take a picture here and you'd do that. I kind of want to try again. But I guess this is a good, like, show of what happens. Actually, I don't have to do this. I'll just let it end. But yeah, pretty much if you do enough damage, it goes into second sequence. It goes into second sequence. And then you can take the picture of the battleship. The battleship is pretty much available in the next chapter. But as you saw when I first threw the explosive, I don't know why, but it's kind of finicky throwing it from afar like that. The problem is, if you throw it from afar, you have to like immediately run up to the body because the body can move or fly away from you. And pretty much like you saw when I didn't do it quick enough when I was throwing the bomb, he can stand back up, but if you lock him in, you're fine. I was somewhat mashing, but not really. Next time I'll mash just to make sure that I get the bomb out on each frame. But I think the safest thing you can do, and I think it's always a guarantee setup, is as soon as he hits you twice with the sword, he stands in front of you, and then I think it's almost foolproof. So let's see. Yeah, see, because sometimes that can happen. So it's not foolproof, but... yeah. That's so lame. Well, I guess that just shows off how it can go wrong. I think it's actually faster just to do this, honestly. But I don't know, it's a little bit weird because the way that the body will fly out, it really is kind of random. Because what's supposed to happen is once the, I think maybe, I'm not 100% sure, but I think once the explosion happens at a specific angle, the body will keep going in that direction, but if you're body blocking it while being up against the body, you can pretty much sequence break it and kill him before it even goes into the other phase. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit upset that I did get it on the first try, but I guess that also kind of proves that the supposed setup or the foolproof plan doesn't actually hit consistently. But I mean, it does set you up. I don't know. I'm gonna try just with the idea. I'm just gonna feel it out. I'm gonna throw one immediately as soon as the battle starts, just to see if it actually does follow through or not. Because as long as you get up, like up on the body, it shouldn't slide. Or at least, it should get stuck on you. Let's see. I'm just gonna mash square immediately. I messed up. I'm mashing as hard. There we go. Nice. So yeah. It's a little bit finicky, but it does work, as you can see.
Can't believe this. Well done.
I guess the best thing you can do is try to get as close as possible to the body before you throw the bomb. So if it does move backwards, it just collides with you. I think that's the key thing. But yeah, like I said before, that battleship picture, we can get it in the next chapter, so there's no really need to worry.
Griffin.
So they're all.
Alright, so before we head out to chapter 4, let me just make a few little purchases. I don't think there's anything super specific I need right now, but just in case. I want to buy, or not buy, I want to make the laundry and the well, just so we can have the potential pictures ready. We have a well. Okay. I could technically make the well later, but I'm going to do it now just because. And then I need laundry. I'm gonna place them down. And then I'm gonna get rid of them. Picture. I'll leave the laundry there, actually, it doesn't matter. Actually, the reason why I came back here, besides the getting the laundry and the well picture, is that we need to get the picture from here. It's not really that big of a deal. We can get this picture at any point, but, you know, just to not have any potential problems. Also, I want to check to see if there's anything else to pick up here. Just one final, like, go around. There we go. Alright. Let's do a quick little run around check. And then we'll start doing all the inventions for this chapter before we move into the next one. Again, a lot of the chests that are potentially missing or that we could get, it will appear once we get 100% on the thing. So technically, I don't have to do this, but I'm just doing it just because. It's always nice to get more defense. Definitely one of the better stats in the game. Again, just pretty much double checking everything. Alright, seems good. So now let's go ahead and do all the inventions, and then we can make the save, get ready for chapter 4. My favorite chapter. And then it goes really fast from there. Oh yeah, I forgot that I need to sell those weapons that I got. Go ahead and put this back to fast. Make a safety save before anything. Okay. Time for the fun invention part. Did save all the things, yeah? Alright. Okay, so let me just get my frame of reference here so we can at least make sure. All right. So let's see. No idea how this is supposed to make this, but I guess.
Yeah!
We need a bed. Bed, the clinic sign, and the holy emblem.
Yeah!
And back to the thing. Bottle Dell Clinic sign. And then we need a well.
Yeah, it works!
Let's see. Waterfall Laundry. And Ruler of the Pawn. Not sure how this makes an amulet, but I guess that's
Yeah, it works!
yeah. Barrel, fountain, and well. Fountain. Oh god. I'm losing myself. Got the barrel first.
Say cheese!
Alright, next one is Can, River, and Well. Can. I'm gonna be honest, I don't... Can. Do not remember taking a picture of Can. Hmm. I'm actually not 100% sure. And I think that's probably inside of a house, but I might be wrong. Hold on. Apparently it's from the bakery. I don't have a cat? Am I losing my mind? No, I don't have one. Okay, let's go back to the thing. Yeah, it's... Like I said, it's always good to do this because then you won't like lose your mind, but... And... Oh my god. Alright. Very elusive that one was. Anyways, back to what I was doing. So, I was saying, Can, River, and Well.
Yeah, it works!
Again, most of these are not really worth it, but hey. So let's see, mailbox. Trash can and warehouse.
Say cheese.
Moving on. We have okay. Instructor. Host and Moon Crystal.
Yeah,
Cafe sign. I was about to say. Done.
say cheese.
Say cheese. We have Clown Hand, Parasol. Okay. Gale. On Robo attack.
Say cheese.
Cloth, Runaway Dragon, Waterfall.
Yeah, it works.
Alright, Autobook Reader. Fan and Windmill. Wait. I do not have a windmill yet. Technically I could build one now. I guess I'll do it just because. I will need a windmill later on. Again, it's not a big deal making them early. Or wait a minute. Did I jump? No, I didn't jump. Okay. Is there a windmill around here? Technically, I guess we can save that for next chapter. Because, again, I'm positive that we do get it next chapter, but yeah, it's fun. We'll make that next chapter. Bottle, okay. A bottle. Holy emblem. The sun.
Say cheese.
The moon crystal. And fountain.
Yeah, it
Chimney, milk can.
Yeah, it works.
Actually, I don't remember how good the missile pot is, but it's kind of... I mean, I could use it just to maybe see, but... I don't think it's that great.
Sage.
Clock monument. Sorry, glass.
Say cheese.
Pork dumpling, special dumpling. I'm not sure about this one.
Oh, no good, huh?
It starts with burn. That one was Burning Dragon, I think. Wait. I don't have a picture of the Burning Dragon? Oh. I'm being dumb. Anyways.
Yeah, it works.
Forgot about that. So, train. Rotating sign and wheel.
Yeah, it works!
Wait. We can use this one actually. Weapon. Barrel.
Say cheese! Say cheese!
I don't think I have this one particular thing, but let's double check. Hmm. And silk? Hold on. And sewn. I'm not 100% sure if that's in the future here, but hold on. And sewn. Not anything in here. It has to be in the future. Unless this... No, it's not. Alright, never mind. Okay, back to what I was doing. We need this. Where was I by again? Ah, right. Wait. Wait a minute. I think I'm missing... No way. Am I actually missing? I think I'm missing a horn. I could have sworn I've taken a picture of a horn. But then again... No. I do not have a picture of a horn. It's in the weapon shop, apparently. In the future. Let's find out. Actually, I don't think this is the weapon shop, but... Actually, well, wait a minute. Isn't a weapon shop either. Well... Wait. I do not remember. I guess I have to go a little bit more percentage on this. I guess that's fine. It's not a big deal, but... Okay. The weapon shop would be here if we have a bit more percentage. I could try putting it up there just to get it. I have a decent amount of money. I could potentially do it if I want to. Let me just double check something. I just need 90. I need Blinkhorn or Stewart. I don't remember. I do have Stewart. So yeah, I could add that really quick. Just need to make another house. I guess I'll do it. Doesn't matter. Eventually, I will have to do this regardless, so. I need 6 more. I'll just do a brick house. I need 3 more sticky clays. Okay. How's it going? Once it hits 90, it should make the weapon shop. And I think I can buy the one item that I can get for the other girl. You also can put Blinkhorn here too. We can get this to 100 actually. Let me see real quick. I didn't notice. I completely forgot that we had the other guy. If I get another sturdy rock, we can make this 100. Which, you know, we could do it just to get the bonus. The only thing we're missing is Blinkhorn, yeah. All right, fine. I'll bite. We'll buy 2 more sturdy rocks really quick. So like I said before, normally whenever you get 100% on the buildings, you just usually get more upgrades for your character. Although in chapter 4 you do get a pretty good item, which is like a sunbeam or whatever it's called. I forget what it is, but it's pretty good for that point in the game. All right. This is kind of awkward. Alright, Sheriff goes all the way back here. Ah, wait. That he levels everything. Sheriff goes all the way over here. How much can I make for the other fence, just out of curiosity? Close enough, right, Chief? There we go. Alright, so that should put it to 100. Alright, so just gonna do a quick double, triple check. to make sure. This is the star item area. Don't care about this place. If anything, it's probably gonna have the items in the weapons shop, which should be to my right. Yeah. Maybe a few things around here, maybe. There's the horn. If there's anything else particular that matters here, but oh, I guess the hat. And then here we can buy the Sandbreaker. Speaking of which, I should sell these. Actually do want to keep the wrench. Oh yeah, we got the Serpent Slicer for the completing this place. Yeah, not really a big deal. I'll hold on to it because I think it has good stats. I could like use it to fuse off, but not really that big of a deal. I'll hold on to it for like keepsake, I guess. So we need to buy a Sandbreaker for this one chick. Right. For the girl in the weapon shop. Which I think that also means we can complete the first area in its entirety. So I'm probably gonna go ahead and do that now also. Other fruits that I will use on myself. Pretty sure we're good to go. So, back to what I was doing beforehand. I saw it, but
Say cheese.
didn't think much of it. Why? Someone said it was like Ori and the Blind Forest in a sense, but I didn't give it too much attention. Oh, for that? We'll see. This game has to basically survive a week.
Cheese.
And I'm gonna be honest, this game probably is not going to survive that long. Palm tree. Waterfall.
Say cheese.
Moon crystal. Pumpkin. Parasol.
Say cheese. Yeah.
Firehouse. Phantom Memo Eater.
Yeah, it works.
We're almost done. Almost.
Say cheese.
Okay, we got pretty much everything. Just to double check though, I want to go over. Wait. That's still going. Okay, never mind. Actually, no, we're fine. Let's go and talk to the one girl so we can turn in the quest. How much better is it anyways? To give a comparison. So this does 34, let's just say in general. What does this one do? 54. Pretty good. Let's go over here real quick just to double check what we need. I'm pretty sure all we need to do is turn in, or get that one girl in. Yeah. Yeah, we need 50 culture points, which would be pretty simple, and then it needs to be here. Okay. Let's go ahead and grab her real quick, and then I'll figure out the culture points thing. Usually putting a bunch of pots around is more than enough, but I'm not sure by how much standards of enough is. Alright. So yeah, it's that easy, a recruiter from that one shop. Kind of forgot what I need to make the brick house. Oh god. I guess I could just buy a few materials. I have enough money. I'm going to be making a lot of money in the next following chapter too, so a lot of our problems are going to be pretty much going out the window. Actually, I'm gonna buy more. We're on day 20 though, which is good. Somewhat. Keep forgetting that I can't skip this. Alright. Okay, well, we moved her in, but we need the culture points. Is that enough culture for you? It's enough culture. Yeah, it's kind of odd how this game does its culture points and all that. I feel like in Dark Cloud 1 it was way more consistent with what it wanted, but in this one you have to like put everything close together because then you can get everything bonus points. It's weird. The way that they did the formula is definitely one of those situations where it was probably better off, you know, they didn't do it the other way. Yeah, he gives us a gun, which, yeah. Most of these weapons that you get, you can build up to them, but again, it's not that big of a deal. I will keep them for mementos or whatever you want to call them. We do need a bunch of gift capsules later on, but I'll probably come back here later. Now, the thing that I do want to make sure, however, is I need to make sure there's no random chests that we missed. Might as well get as many of our collectibles as we can. think there's anything here worth photographing, but you need that one weapon sign. I don't think there's anything useful here, but if you want, you can get the bell here, but kind of pointless. Alright. But yeah, I'll probably come back here, buy a few gift capsules, since we need a few. We only need a certain amount of gift capsules throughout the whole game, so it's not that big of a deal. Still moving fast, yeah. Yeah, at this point, we're pretty much done. And go back to the valley. Now it's like for real. Now we are actually like done. Let me just let me just pick up Donnie so we can bring him over with us. Got some new shoes. Guess I'll go with them. All right. So we've completed the first area and we completed this area in the 100%. And it's gonna get easier for the next area since we'll be getting a lot of money. Alright. So chapter 3 officially completed.
Alrighty, let's move them out.
Let's get ourselves... Oh, that's funny. Until we actually get the chapter 4 screen, he actually doesn't give you anything new.